Welcome everybody back live here to the Brevard Sports Network from Rainey Satellite High School here for the Beach Volleyball District Tournament here as we got semifinal action resuming between Satellite and Eau Gallie right in front of you. Our score close early on. That one's going to sail long for Satellite. It is a moment here getting you
Oh, yeah.
our players for Eau Gallie. We have number 10, Megan Loft, along with her teammate, who I will get the number with as soon as I can, as they will switch sides here. Satellite with a 5-2 advantage over Eau Gallie. For Eau Gallie, it is Kelly Carmody and Megan Loft. So Carmody and Loft versus Huffnagel and Kimber Thompson. Here as Satellite took their first match of the 3 necessary to move on to a district championship. Still fighting the weather, as you can tell. But as we play, we'll broadcast. So 5-3 Satellite with the lead here on this court. You'll see some courts in the background. I'll give updates accordingly, but we're going to focus mostly on this one court in the frame due to our setup. That serve goes into the net for Eau Gallie, 6-3. The lead for Satellite. And while we talk about beach volleyball, you think of sunny skies, sand. Well, now we got compact sand and a lot of water. But they play on. This is something you'll never see in indoor volleyball, hopefully. The other semifinal matchups is between Bayside and Viera on a court directly to my left. Bayside, I believe, leads Viera 3-2. And again, trying to see the scoreboards across the way. 7-3 is the score of the game that you are watching on your screen between Satellite and Eau Gallie. Huffnagel with the serve, dropping in. Great play by Carmody. Huffnagel keeps it up. Thompson tracks it, drops it over. Great play by Satellite, getting it over. Huffnagel with the spike down the line. Good play for the point by Lola Huffnagel, and it's 8-3 Satellite. This is one of really only 2 games I can see the score of. The other one is a Viera Bayside match. That one goes into the net off of Eau Gallie. 9-3 Satellite leads. Now this is a fresh match, meaning this is the first set. The games back behind, I believe, are on some of their second sets. So for Satellite, they need 3 out of 5, or Eau Gallie, 3 out of 5 wins to advance to the district championship. Satellite already has 1, possibly a second. Huffnagel set by Thompson. Huffnagel with the spike. Back line, drops in for the point. 10-3 Satellite leads on a hot run after a 3-3, so 7 straight points.
Move that one. We'll move over so we can catch the...
As we get situated here, 10-3 Satellite with the advantage on your screen on court number 2. Huffnagel. Carmody sends it up high and out. 11-3 Satellite leads as they'll switch sides once again. Every 7 points, that is. It is now 3-3 on our, 3-3 between Viera and Bayside off screen, but that's one we'll keep up with as well. The other semifinal matches. Still hear thunder rumbling. Play goes on. Huffnagel to serve. Satellite leading this one 11-3. Carmody can't receive it. Ace for Huffnagel. 12-3 is the lead for the Scorps. One of their best performances today, even though they've had some big wins. This one's a hot start. 9-point advantage already. Huffnagel drops one in. That's another ace. 13-3. Great play through the conditions for the Scorpions to continue their advantage right now to move into a district championship. That one still going to be received. Eau Gallie keeps it in. Carmody sends it over with a good play. Huffnagel sets it up. Thompson with the set. Huffnagel with a nice tip down as Eau Gallie was playing a little bit too deep, and it's 14-3 Satellite out front. Huffnagel to serve once again for Satellite. And that one goes into the net, 14-4 as the run ends with the fault. Carmody to serve for the Commodores. Huffnagel with a tough receive and a good point as Eau Gallie looks to set a run up. Satellite leads at 14-5. Kelly Carmody once again back to serve for Eau Gallie. Kimber Thompson with the receive, set up by Huffnagel. And Thompson sends it over. Carmody sets up. Loft tips it over this time. Good dig there by Huffnagel. They send it back for Thompson. Good rally here. Rally in the rain, and Thompson can't get it to drop in bounds, and it's 14-6. Satellite still with the lead, but Eau Gallie starting to get a run going. 3 straight points, which prior to this run they only had 3 points, so that's doubling your score. Not too bad. Carmody to serve again. Thompson, first receive, goes into the net. Thompson, Huffnagel with the double. Eau Gallie didn't care. They still get the point anyway. It's 14-7. Eau Gallie mounting a run. Thing we've seen a lot today. Have been very streaky games. A lot of runs controlling the way. And, well, volleyball, nothing really needs to stop a run. This could go all the way to 21 for Eau Gallie, or it could stop right now. You just never know. 14-7. Satellite holds the advantage. As they flip sides, scoreboard hasn't flipped sides, but Satellite has the 14-7 advantage. Over in the Viera Bayside match to our left, it is 10-3 to someone's favor. I believe it's Viera, as they're at a break right now. Good tip by Loft. Huffnagel sets. Thompson goes off the wire and out. The run continues for Eau Gallie. They still trail 14-8. Again, on that Viera Bayside match, I referenced 10-3 Viera with the lead. As they both go for the dig, and the serve drops for Carmody. 6 straight points for Eau Gallie, and they cut it 14-9 is the lead for Satellite. Carmody once again to serve. Once again, miscommunication on the receive. 7 unanswered points for Eau Gallie, makes it 14-10. As I said, they keep playing like this, they can keep running up the score as long as they want. Carmody, once again, received by Huffnagel this time. Thompson sets it up, and
that was a great tip.
Tips it over. Thompson keeps it in for Satellite. Huffnagel sends it over. Thompson finds the open space to end the run. Kimber Thompson with the kill. 15-10. Satellite leads.
That was a nice volley there. You know, we didn't really know what to expect coming out again. You know, the sand is soaked and there's a lot of wind interference. So
Carmody with the dig on the receive goes into the net. 16-10, so it leads. An interesting thing to think about, especially pertaining to volleyball, if you dig or dive on wet sand, that hurts more than the soft powder that we had earlier. But it's not going to stop anybody. Carmody and sets up the free ball for Huffnagel and won't drop. Carmody just gets it over on the third touch. Huffnagel, Thompson with the set. Huffnagel with the spike. Carmody can't get it back over. 17-10. Satellite flipping this run to their favor. 4 points away. And our other game, Viera leading Bayside 13-3 in that contest. The only 2 matchups that I can see the scores of, unfortunately. But they got 3 courts per matchup between Viera, Bayside, Satellite, and Eau Gallie. Loft sends it out of bounds. 18-10. Satellite leads.
Just caught it off her hand wrong. She got more the side of the ball, curving it out than she wanted to.
And they'll switch sides here. 18-10. Satellite leads. First set of this match, I believe. So you only got to win 2 out of 3 in beach. And then to make it to the next round, your team has to win 3 matches out of 5. So if you win 3, you don't have to play 4 or 5. Thompson drops it in. No good receive. Miscommunication. 19-10. As Satellite has definitely flipped this run from letting up 7 straight points now to 5 straight points of their own. Thompson to serve. Drops it in. Loft receives. Carmody sets over. Loft with the spike going back line. Drops in, and the run ends with that one. 19-11. Satellite holds the lead. Back to serve for Eau Gallie is Megan Loft, the senior. And that one goes into the net. And possession switches right back with set point on the line for Satellite, leading 20-11. They got the advantage in set point coming up. Huffnagel back to serve. Huffnagel serve, received by Carmody, straight out of bounds, and Satellite wins set number 1 of this match here, 21-11. And a commanding performance in that one, as they're another step closer, possibly to punching their ticket to the district championship.
And the big key to that one was Satellite getting out in front early, building that lead. Eau Gallie did a nice job battling back there, but just, sometimes you put so much into trying to come back, you don't have enough to get over that hump.
And the Satellite did a great job also. They let up a big run in the middle part of the game. That can be a big sector of the game where the lead can completely swing depending on how that run goes, and they complemented that nicely with a run of their own. They didn't allow another point after that to the finish. They allowed 1 point rather, but then they finished that game out nicely. That set, I believe that's just the set. I could be mistaken, but definitely a set win, possibly a match win. If that's the case, that would be Satellite's confirmed second win, which they only need 3, but not for sure. Over here, 17-4, Viera with a commanding lead over Bayside in this match. Bayside already had to play today. Same with Eau Gallie. Eau Gallie made it to the semifinals over Titusville. Bayside over Palm Bay. Palm Bay put up a lot of fight in some of their games. One of them on the Brevard Sports Network went to overtime, where Bayside won that match 22-20. So Palm Bay didn't go out without a fight. Don't know what the case was with Titusville and Eau Gallie, as they were on the other side of the courts from us at the time, but obviously Eau Gallie gets enough of the wins to move on to the semifinals, to which they're facing the tough Satellite team along with Viera, the 2 teams I got to bye in the first round. So that's to recap you on the start of the day. As you saw there, Satellite wins a set over Eau Gallie 21-11. As I believe, to update everyone, I think they're mostly trying to make sure they get these semifinals finished up and then look to maybe play the finals tomorrow. But if they can get finals in, we will see. But the priority right now is the semifinals finishing up. No lights out here on the beach. So if it gets to that time where the sun starts to set, they will have no choice but to postpone it. But even with the rain, you don't want to have to play a final like this with playoff implications on the line and whatnot. So we will see what the plan going forward is, but that's what we've been told.
Serve into the net by Eau Gallie.
All right, so 1-0 Satellite to start, I believe, what is the second set of play. Huffnagel dropping it in. Carmody tips it over. Set by Thompson for Huffnagel. Spike back line, good, 2-0 Satellite. If they win this set, that'll be 2 out of 3, and then this will be the second match for sure that they've won. If they've won another one off camera, or off out of my vision, then that means Satellite will advance for the district championship. So this is a big match, considering how many games they need to win. We saw them win 1 before the weather delay, 2-1 now. Good play by Eau Gallie. Every match matters. On a trip to a district championship, Satellite has the advantage in matches already. Huffnagel knocks it down 3-1. Satellite leads as Viera wraps up a win on court number 1 over Bayside.
That was a nice kill there, getting up, getting right on top of it.
So Viera picks up a match win over Bayside. Thompson's serve goes into the net. 3-2, Satellite with the advantage. So yeah, as I said, Viera picks up an overall match win. Both these teams, Satellite and Viera, inching closer to district championship berth. Bayside and Eau Gallie playing to survive right now. Huffnagel sends it over. Loft to Carmody, back to Loft. Rotated a little bit too far back on that one. 4-2, Satellite with the advantage. That one, I think she just misjudged where that ball was going.
Yeah.
Especially with the wind you're seeing coming. It's going to be hard to judge some of these balls as they get higher in the air. Huffnagel serve goes into the net. 4-3, Eau Gallie hanging tough early, but as they did last time before Satellite ripped off a huge run of about 11 points. So Eau Gallie's got to hang tough with them for a while and maybe pull away late. You don't got to do too much early. You just got to play with them as they switch sides at 4-3 Satellite. Carmody with the serve for the Commodores. Set by Huffnagel. Knocked down by Kimber Thompson, but it's kept up by Loft, who will end up with a spike just getting over the top of the net.
Beautiful job.
And it's 4-4, all tied up. Great play there by Megan Loft.
Catching just enough of the net to get it over, but also for it just to die.
Carmody drops it into Huffnagel, set back by Thompson. And Huffnagel with a powerful kill to put Satellite ahead 5-4. Thompson back to serve for Satellite with the 1-point advantage. Sends it back, Loft can't receive it. That's an ace for Thompson and a 6-4 advantage for the Scorpions now. Right about the point last set where they pulled away. Eau Gallie's got to hang tough. Thompson back again to serve. Receive this time well. Carmody to send it back. Huffnagel keeps it up in the air. Thompson with the set. Huffnagel with the kill right down the back line, and it's 7-4. Satellite on a little run, as we were saying. Eau Gallie can't let this happen. 7-4, the lead for the Scorpions.
That was some nice precision there on that spike.
Love the fans coming and staying out here besides the parents. Some students, student athletes from across the county. As Thompson sends it up for Thompson. Thompson does not set it up for Thompson. She sets it up for Huffnagel. Once again with the spike. Carmody can't receive it. 8-4. Satellite's run continues. If you didn't see on the Brevard Sports Network, tonight's Viera and Seabreeze baseball game has been postponed to Wednesday. So if anyone is looking for that stream, you will not find it tonight. That ball goes into the net off Eau Gallie. 9-4. Satellite's run extends to 5. Once again, this mid-stretch where Eau Gallie lets Satellite get out in front. Satellite wins the set, they win a match, and that's another match closer to a district championship berth. They already have one down for sure. That one sails long, barely, 9-5.
I want to say, I'm like that's a 50-50 call there.
I think Eau Gallie was happily surprised to see it fall out. Thompson sets it up. And a big spike can't be received by Lola Huffnagel once again. 10-5 Satellite leads as they switch sides. I think they were 1 point off on the switch, but nevertheless.
They're doing a better keeping track of that than I would have. But there was nothing controversial about that point there. That was just pure. You can't receive this one right here.
Huffnagel sends it right back over. Received by Loft into the net. 11-5 Satellite leads. Huffnagel to serve again. 11-5 Satellite with the lead. That one just creeps over the net. Carmody sets it up. Loft. Spike lofts it. 12-5. Satellite run. Not a consistent run. There's a 1 point break in it, but they're outscoring them right now 8-1 since it was 4-4. That served by Huffnagel into the net 12-7 or 12-6.
Scoreboard's playing tricks with you.
Oh, the wind I think blew a few too many over.
Yeah, well.
Carmody back to serve for Eau Gallie. Drops it in. Huffnagel with the receive. Huffnagel with the spike. Just tips over the net. And another kill for Lola Huffnagel. And it's 13-6. Satellite with the advantage. They're not letting that run that Eau Gallie got last time to come to fruition at all. Killing their dreams right as they start. As Kimber Thompson back to serve once again for Satellite. They lead by 7.
Huffnagel's doing a great job. She's consistently used the top of the net to get a few kills, and it's been working really well for her.
Set back, Carmody gets it over. Thompson sets up. Huffnagel winds up. Received by Carmody that time. Got to chase that one down. They couldn't put it where they wanted it. 14-6 Satellite leads, and I think the wind is definitely taking a part in some of these where the balls just aren't being set right where they need to be.
Well, that's just where you got to adjust, and team that can make the best adjustments on those wins.
Thompson received by Eau Gallie. Loft sends it over. Huffnagel. Thompson back. Huffnagel sets up. Hat comes off. The spike lands. 15-6 Satellite leads. as we'll switch sides again. 15-6, Satellite with the advantage.
So we're getting word Viera has advanced to the district championship.
I don't know. Yeah, they're still playing over here.
I was just listening into the conversation by the scores over here. They just said Viera's done.
Well, that's the case. The Viera Hawks would be in the district championship here. Satellite well on their way with a 16-6 advantage in this game. Already one match down, possibly another, as we might be right on track for Viera Satellite district championship, but could see some comebacks by Eau Gallie. Yeah, it definitely looks like they're, well, I don't know. Still got some games going on, but I doubt they'd cut them short. So Viera and Bayside finishing up some games. That one drops in on the line. 16-7, the lead for Satellite. Eau Gallie hanging in there here, trying to avoid the two-set sweep by the Scorps in this match. Loft to serve for Eau Gallie, gets it over, received by Thompson. Huffnagel sets back. Thompson tips deep. Good receive by Carmody. Loft. Second touch goes over. Thompson right up towards the net. Huffnagel sends it over. Thompson, Huffnagel, back to Thompson. Just toes the line for the point. And it's 17-7. Satellite with the 10-point advantage now. 4 points away from a match win and one closer to the district championship berth. Still trying to figure out if Viera did clinch their spot or not. They still play over here, but I'm assuming they have because the third court is unoccupied. Thompson dropping it in. Carmody sets it up. Spike by Loft into the net. 18-7 Satellite leads. Getting closer to another match win on the board. It'd be big. Satellite, if they do get to the district championship, even against a tough team like Viera, you're playing at your home courts. Home court advantage. 18-8 with that hit into the net by the Scorps. Cormody back to serve for Eau Gallie. Thompson's first touch goes right up into the net. Huffnagel can't corral it. 18-9. Eau Gallie needs a run here to go. Satellite with the advantage over Eau Gallie in this one, and they have the one set advantage. All they need is two, and Huffnagel drops that one in. Thompson told her, go down the line. She sends it right into the middle with the kill.
I do what I want to do.
They give the point to Eau Gallie, possibly in the net. No, they're giving it.
No?
Switch sides, 18-10 Satellite lead, so some violation, I'm assuming, gives Eau Gallie that point. 18-10 Satellite with the advantage. Same score we had at the break last set at this time. It was 18-10 Satellite as well. They ended up winning at 21-11, though, as they scored 3 out of the last 4 points. Thompson sets for Huffnagel. Right off the top of the net. 19-10 Satellite leads. 2 points away from another match win. Closer to the district championship for Satellite. Eau Gallie needs a run.
That's either some skill or just a lot of coincidences where you know that top of that net's being used.
Definitely you aim for to get it as close to the top of the net as you can. The fact that all of them have been able to get over the net is fortunate, but definitely some skill involved. That goes for Thompson, and with that, it's match point for Satellite versus Eau Gallie, 20-10. As Satellite looks to finish off another match to add to their tally. As the other courts clear out on this side, so it looks like the Viera Hawks have punched their ticket to the district championship. Who will they face, Satellite or Eau Gallie? Huffnagel sends it in for the ace to win the match. Satellite wins it 21-10 in 2 sets. Solid performances both ways, 21-11 and 21-10. And now we await, see if they need one more match winner, if that'll do it for Satellite. We know Viera in the district championship. Who will meet them there?
All right, so I believe we just heard the confirmation. The finals will be played tomorrow.
Yep, so
So,
We'll
well,
see you here tomorrow.
there are your two winners.
Kim Raton.
So, Satellite and Viera tomorrow at 4 o'clock here at Satellite will be the district final between, yes it is, Facebook. So, there we are. So, confirmed tomorrow at 4 will be the district final between Satellite and Viera.
This is the finishing match of Viera and Bayside. This one just started, so I'm guessing these girls might just said, hey, we want to play. So this game will play.
Let me try to see if I can.
So yeah, with that, our 2023 Brevard County District Championship will be between the Viera Hawks and the Satellite Scorpions here tomorrow at Bolton's Beach in Satellite, hopefully with less water. But we'll see.
All right, so I think that'll wrap it up for us because district championship is set.
To recap the day in the first round, Eau Gallie defeated Titusville, and it was Bayside over their rival Palm Bay. In the second round, Viera knocks off Bayside to advance to the district championship, and their foes will be the home team, quote-unquote the home team here at Satellite, the Satellite Scorpions over the Eau Gallie Commodores. Congrats to both Viera and Satellite and all the other teams for their performances today. For everybody here, for Titusville, for Palm Bay, for Bayside, for Viera, for Satellite, for Eau Gallie, for Alan Zlazinski, for Caleb Brown, I'm Jackson Robb. Once again, I'd like to thank Beachway Volleyball Club for their support in bringing you today's action. I'm Jackson Robb. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow here at 4 o'clock.